welcome to another episode of Ozfish. Dave here. Let's get some. Well, I'm out with Brandon again this afternoon, and Brandon and I are just going to have a little bit of a flathead fish up till dark, see if we can just rustle up a few flathead, and then after dark we might have a play around a couple of hours and just see if we can catch a jewfish on some lures, do a bit of light tackle jew fishing. So that's the plan for the day. So a little bit of wind from the southeast today, but quite a nice afternoon. So anyway, Brandon and I are going to get on it, see if we can get some. When I'm out flathead fishing, what I normally like to do is, I like to normally fish like really light outfits. So what I'm carrying today is, I'm just carrying 6 rods in the boat, but a lot of the rods that I'm actually using are just really light finessey rods. So this is a Brim Tournament Specialist rod. It's only 1 to 3 kilo, 6 pound braid, so really finessey rod. I really like it when I'm flathead fishing with, just general flathead fishing with lighter lures. And my new favourite lure has been the 3-inch Zmann paddle tail. I find that lure to be a really amazing lure for just general flathead fishing. It'll take you small fish, it'll take you some big fish. They've got some fantastic colours and value for money. I'd have to say that a Zmann 3-inch paddle tail is just unbelievable, incredible value for money. Like, super resilient, super tough. You can catch, like 10, 15, 20 fish on these lures, and you can just keep going. So that's the first outfit I've got. Super light. And this is a little bit heavier rod, but this is a Samaki Zing Extreme 2 to 4 pound rod. Yeah, just 8 pound braid. And yeah, that braid's getting a little bit, how you go, I'm starting to get a bit furry, but yeah, again, I've got another Zmann paddle tail on it. That one's rigged with a 1/3. I love that weight when I'm fishing in deeper water. The other one's rigged up kind of. So here's another super light finessey rod, a 1 to 3 kilo rod, 6 pound braid, and yeah, another Zmann paddle tail. And yeah, here's a G Loomis rod, another super finessey rod, like 8 pound braid on it. And I think this rod's like it's a 4 to 8 pound rod, but it's super light in your hand. Another awesome rod, like when you're light tackle flathead fishing, and that's my new favourite colour is the bad shad. But I've got some different colours to try today. I think I've got I think it's a midnight oil, they call one of them, and a couple of bad shads, and another one's pinfish, I think they call it. But yeah, when I'm flathead fishing, what I do is go in the braid to fluorocarbon with an improved Albright knot. And I like to go down to just 10 pound fluorocarbon, and then on all my outfits, what I do is I just tie a double uni knot, and I tie a little tiny bite leader of 14 pound down the bottom, which seems to go really well. So all my light tackle rods are rigged on 10 pound with 14 pound bite leaders, and that's pretty good. So I've got a 1/3 size jig head, I've got a 1/4 size jig head on, I've got a 1/6 size jig head and a 1/8 size jig head on all those paddle tails, and yeah, that's super versatile for when I'm flathead fishing. I've got all the depths covered, a few different colours covered. Let's see if we can catch a couple of flathead.
Not very much farther to go yet.
Did a fish there, Brandon? Good fish?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Mate, he took off like a scalded cat.
He didn't do much when I first hit him, so he must not have known he was hooked.
Yeah. Drag's okay.
Keep his head down. Not huge. Like 55 or something. I just got a real quick glance at it. He didn't know he was hooked though at first. Back that drag off a little, little bit.
Yeah, you just relax with him, man. Just fight him out.
He might be a little bigger than 55.
The idea is, yeah, when you hit good flathead, just relax, bro.
I think he's probably ready. See him? A little bit of size to him, probably 60 actually.
Yeah, he's a good fish. How like that net? Try to get a bit of that, but just bring him in.
Alright. Ready?
That's a good fish, mate. Brandon, I have not been able to sleep since our last 2 flathead fishing sessions.
It's been a bit of a disaster.
And you are so goddamn stubborn. It is unbelievable. You are the most stubborn bloke I've ever met in my life. And Brandon has been trying to fob me off on light tackle, fob me off, and I'm going, no, 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 no. And today I said, mate, I've been sleeping on it. I said, how can we work as a team? And I said, today what we're going to do is, like, we're not going to put the big blue box in. We're going to clear the deck. Brandon and I are going to stand shoulder to shoulder at the front of the boat. We're going to work as a team. And Brandon, what's happened, mate?
Onto a pretty good fish.
All right. All we're going to do now is improve Brandon's fish handling skills a bit, because Americans are pussies when it comes to saltwater fish. Like,
Yeah, 65 on the dot.
all right, Brandon. Yeah, hallelujah, man. That's a nice fish. That's 65 centimeters. That's awesome. That was caught on a super light rod, you know, like on a 3-inch Zmann paddle tail.
Alright. Think he's good? Just go?
Yeah,
Yeah, let him go?
yeah. Awesome. Good job, mate. Good job.
Yeah. He's run you behind the boat pretty quick.
Man, that was we're fishing in super shallow water, and what happened was that flathead came right up to the top, like. What he's done is he's covered a lot of ground. He's gone round in a really big circle. This is a really light rod butt. So he's really close to the boat. And on bigger flathead, what I tend to do is I just really back that drag off, because what I want him to do is, I don't want him to sit too close to the boat on me. I want him to be able to actually just take lunges and get away from me, burn up a bit of his energy. That way when we net him, we won't have to net him like a chopper tailor, you know? Just going to kick slightly out. Yeah, so what I'm doing with this fish is I'm actually just really relaxing with him. I'm just manipulating the drag, you know, like, and I'm wanting him to burn up a little bit of energy so we can get a nice, easier net shot on him.
It's not a bad fish.
Swing him round, Brandon.
Probably about the same size as the other one.
See if I can just swing him round.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Righto. Nice job, mate. Nice job. Yeah, he's a nice fish. He's 70. So he's just really lucky to get this fish, because what he's done is like I'll just grab the rod. What he's done is he's actually got the lure like all the way down, and that's why I'm using a 14-pound like bite tippet like that to give myself a little bit of room to manoeuvre. So yeah, you can see how he has frayed big time.
Wow.
That 14-pound leader really frayed it. But yeah, again, like what we're fishing with predominantly today what we're fishing with today on the flathead is the Zmann 3-inch paddle tail. That's midnight oil, that colour, which is a beautiful colour. Probably got him on a quarter, on a 3/0. I always use 3/0 size hooks in the 3-inch paddle tail. But yeah, it's a really is a truly fantastic, you know, like a flathead lure. It's my new favourite lure. So we've got a measurement on this flathead, getting back probably about a 70. Oh, 69. So yeah, really nice flathead, you know, like 69, really solid, really healthy fish, really heavy. You know, like if you wanted to take him for a feed, you could. He's just under that 70 centimetres. But this is a catch and release boat, baby. So we're going to get you back. See you next time. Need the net?
Just like a 40 maybe.
Give it.
Monster.
Yeah, it's alright. Little fella Brandon. Little fella, about a 40. Nice one, Brandon. Brandon's going alright today, mate. He's on it. Brandon, fish of the day, mate. We caught, we didn't film, eh? We got, when we first started fishing, Brandon was re-rigging, and I caught a couple of little fellas like this. Yeah, but, anyway, we're just trying to get a couple of fish just before dark, before we go Jew fishing, so let's get on it.
I don't know how much charge this line has. Screen is good.
Oh, Brandon, step back a bit.
Let me get that rod. It's pulling some drag.
And I don't know what we step back a bit.
No,
I don't know what we've hit here, Brandon. Like it's a fish. Oh
no!
That's really old braid. Broke the braid. Yeah, that was a good fish, man. That was like that was a Jew, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this braid's really old. I've had it for years. Yeah, that's the price you pay. But man, that was a really good fish, man. I felt the weight in him, and I went, holy! I had no real control over him, and he just went down deep, and he just began to motor away. That's very disappointing. But I would have had that braid on that reel for, I'd say, 4 years. And yeah, Brandon, that is really disappointing fishing. Right on, Dave. That was a big dog, man, on light tackle.
Yeah.
Whoa, that had some weight in it. It's often when these moments occur, what should you do? Should you cry? Should you get really angry? And what you should do, you go like this. No. When you got braid like that, that's that old, strip it off and re-spool. Cost you 40 bucks. All right, that's a wrap for Brandon and I. We just came out for a quick afternoon session, just flicking around for flathead, just really having a bit of an explore around the river, trying to fish different places. We caught about half a dozen small flathead, and I think we got one about 69. I think Brandon got one about, what, about 65, something like that?
Yeah.
But what the lure that we were actually using today was the 3-inch Zmann paddle tail. And yeah, fantastic lure when you're flathead fishing. We were just you know, fishing them on 1/3, 1/4, 1/6 and 1/8, and they were actually working really good for us. And then tragically what happened was, I think even when I did the intro there, I saw some of the braid frayed on one of my rods and mentioned it to Brandon. But anyway, rookie mistake. I should have re-rigged immediately, and I did hit a really good fish just before dark, which would have been a Jew felt to me like about 80 to 90 centimetre Jew, like a lot of weight. And he just started to smoke off, go for deep water, and broke me braid off. But anyway, you know, if you're not vigilant, that's what happens. So until next time, this is Brandon and Dave signing off, and always remember, let's get some.